Hello and welcome to the show. Well, digital marketing is taking off at 1,000,000 miles an hour. So many changes, so much disruption happening. With the average Australian renovation now costing a minimum of $40,000, the decision to revamp a home in need of work to maximise its sale price is not always the best option for sellers hoping to sell quickly. Sydney-based prop tech company Perfect Room has just launched an innovative virtual renovation tool that can be used by real estate agents and property sellers who are looking for a bit of a marketing edge. Laura Pollard, who is the head of product at Perfect Room, joins me. Laura, thank you very much for your time.
Thanks for having me.
Okay, so look, there's nothing new. You label Perfect Room as somewhat of a disruptor. But there's nothing new about virtual staging. So how is, what's so disruptive about Perfect Room?
Yeah, so virtual styling or staging is where, as you know, you just put furniture into an existing space. And that means that you're limited by that space, whether it's the design, the function, the layout. Whereas when you're talking about a virtual renovation, which is what Perfect Room is, we completely redesign the space. So we look at things like, would removing walls create a true open plan living? Is the backyard suitable for a swimming pool? Because families in the area, that's what they're looking for. We've even converted granny flats, garages into granny flats. We've looked at extending properties, so extending out the back of the house, kind of anything and everything you can think of. And what's interesting is when you go to an open home and the agent says, just imagine if that wall wasn't there. Imagine if there was a new kitchen. Imagine if you had a spa-like bathroom, you had a landscape backyard with a pool. And we actually did a survey of home buyers, and 82% of them said, I can't see it.
That's
so
right.
When an agent...
Yeah, well, most people can't see those sorts of things. And I guess that's where virtual staging or staging, let's look at staging to start with. Staging, we know, works. Virtual staging is a great way of demonstrating, but there are restrictions, I think, which is what you're pointing out, and that is that the room stays the same. It's what you put in the room that gives it the staging effect. But what we're talking about here is being able to remove walls, to open up, because more and more people are looking to work to live in open plan. So what would it really look like? That's what this tool does.
That's right. So we call it, being able to show the true potential in a property. And the true potential isn't really shown when you place nice furniture, whether it's real or styled, or virtual, into a space. It's when you actually completely reimagine that space. And that's where you look at all the things that an agent sells. So the agent says, the backyard's fantastic for a pool, for a pergola. The garage is perfect for a granny flat. The kitchen needs to be redone, yes, but if you took out these two walls, you'd have true open plan living, and all those things that the agent tries to really help the buyers to see. But based on our survey, we know buyers actually can't picture it. And that's where Perfect Room comes in.
Yeah, look, it's fantastic. I'm just interested to know now, because it is relatively new to the market, is it currently working in any real estate agencies?
It is. So we launched with McGrath. So we actually launched with all the McGrath offices across Australia, which was fantastic. They really believed in the vision. They knew that it was a fantastic point of differentiation in market for them, for their home sellers. They're quite an innovative company, so they love the innovation behind it. And actually recently we have just rolled it out nationally. So we're already working with a number of large real estate agencies and some smaller, more boutique agencies as well. And really anyone who wants that point of difference. So when they're talking to a seller and the seller says, look, we don't want to do the renovation, the agent has a solution, which is cost efficient and effective. And then also for the agent when they're selling, so they get to attract more buyers, they remove that hesitation that comes from the buyer not visualizing that end result. So great success, amazing feedback, yes.
Yeah, well, I want to dig into some of the results in a moment, but before I do, can I just talk about the birth of Perfect Room? Because I understand the developer of this product needed this for his own business. Tell me about that.
Yes, certainly. So Perfect Room was founded by Michael Summers, who has a background in property development. And as you know, when you're building a new project, you will always have renders completed to show buyers what that project is going to look like once built. But what he realized was there's obviously a huge majority of properties for sale are existing residential. So why wouldn't we look to create renders or these beautiful, photorealistic designs of what that property could look like? And that's where the idea really came from.
Yeah, no, I can see the background to it. I'm interested to know results now. Are you able to make any comparisons about its impact, say, on the selling time or even with buyer engagement?
Yes, so look, the results are also fantastic, and that's across engagement, price, and time on market. So at the moment, across the properties that we have completed perfect rooms for, if the property has a perfect room, it sells on average 4 times faster than properties in the same area without, which is exceptional. The other amazing statistics, so we have a couple of great case studies. So we did a property in Lismore. Average time on market in Lismore is 122 days, and this property sold in 12. So that was amazing. And in terms of price as well, so we actually did 4 perfect rooms for a property in Marrickville. So we did the facade, the interiors, and the back garden. And that property sold at auction for $115,000 more than a renovated property on the same street. So that's in terms of price and timing, but also engagement. So we actually turn our virtual renovations into a video asset that can be used alongside property marketing assets. And what that means is that we drive really high engagement of that video. And so for a property that we did in Randwick, they actually had buyers, more than 15,000 buyers view that one video. So engagement is huge, as well as actual results from having a perfect room.
Well, let's have a look now as I continue to talk to you, Laura, about some practical examples. We're going to show you 3. We'll bring them up on the screen while Laura and I are talking. The first one is the difference, internally with no structural change. In other words, we're just bringing some furniture in, showing you what it looks like. The second one will be internal once again, but with some structural change, and then we'll take you outside and show you an example of what can be done there. So we'll just roll those while we're talking. Perfect Room, because of how it works, and I've read into this and I understand that there is some human intervention, does that actually slow the process down by much? And how long does it take to, once you take the photographs, to have a result back?
Yeah, so what's fantastic is that Perfect Room can be used because of how quickly we're able to achieve that result on a property being ready to go on market, or a property that's kind of having maybe some difficulty in selling and needs something additional to add into the mix. So because we don't need to visit the property, it's an automated process. There is people involved, very skilled people, but we are able to deliver the virtual renovation with the video asset in 2 to 3 days, which is actually faster than professional photography, setting the listing live. So, it is incredibly efficient, the process that we use.
Well, certainly a lot faster than doing the renovation anyway, and you get a bit of a feel. I'm also wondering if there's an opportunity here for buyers of a property who may be interested, but they don't have the vision, which is what we talked about earlier, of coming to you and saying, look, we're interested in this property. We'd just like to know what it would look like if we did this.
Yeah, look, we have a lot of inquiry from buyers. We had an interesting one the other day where the property next door has a DA approval, and the current owner wants to know what will it look like. Is it going to impact their property in them making the decision on whether to sell or not? So we certainly have situations like that. Our focus really is on it being the ultimate sales tool for real estate agents.
Okay, so how do we get more information for sellers of property, for buyers, and also for agents? Is there a website that we can go to?
Yes, certainly. So our website is perfectroom.com.au, and on the website is where you can place an order, and it's literally 3 simple steps, and that is the photo, the floor plan, and what style, because we want it to match either the area, the rest of the property. It's that simple. After that, we do all the heavy lifting. We make the design decisions, and we deliver that back to you, all of the assets, as I said, in 2 to 3 days.
And what's the cost?
It's $299 plus GST. So again, incredibly cost efficient when you consider the cost of having even a video of the property done, because as I said, we deliver the video asset. So it's significantly less expensive than even having a video of the existing property. So
just upload all those details and it comes back in 2 or 3 days. It's going to cost you around $300. And that is a great, of course, we can't forget too the success of this, you know, the engagement from people and the days on market. Laura, fantastic. Congratulations to you and all the team there at Perfect Room. Thank you very much for sharing this with us today.
Thank you again for your time.
And their website again is perfectroom.com.au. My guest has been Laura Pollard, the head of product at Perfect Room. I'm Kevin Turner. I'll see you next time.